So I need to see in a definitive test if all these techniques together are going to kill all the bubbles in my resin. I'm using a thermometer gun to monitor all the temperatures, and this is Let's Resin standard resin. But anyhow, I'm monitoring my water bath that I'm going to warm up the resin in. I'm going to have them in here in separate bottles, A and B. We're going to bring it up to 90 degrees, and then we're going to let it drop down to about 80 for optimal mixing temp. So right now I'm getting ready to put both of the bottles in simultaneously so that they warm up at the same time, because you don't want one of them warming up faster than the other or anything like that. We want to keep everything as simple as possible. I'm going to bring it up to the 90 degrees, and then I'm going to slowly pour each bottle, starting with B, into my mixing cup. 80 degrees is the optimal mixing temperature, so I've brought it back down to 80 degrees, both A and B, to do the mixing. And I noticed that A seems to have bubbles in it, but B did not after warming it. So I'm a little bit disappointed, but it's not real bad. Let's see how it goes. Okay, so now we're going to put it in our mixer, and I'm going to put this on the slowest speed possible because I don't want to introduce any more bubbles into it than necessary. Okay, so we're going to mix this for 3 minutes, and then once we've gotten it mixed, I don't like the look of it. Let's get a close-up of this. Take a look at this during the mixing process. The bubbles that were in A are still there, but at least it's not introducing more bubbles into it with this mixer. So, I don't know, we'll see how it goes. I'm a little disappointed, but it might work out.
If we have to, we use a vacuum chamber, but I don't know, it's not as bad as it's been before.
Okay, I'm gonna see the temperature here during the mixing process. It doesn't look real bad. It should be optimal for putting into the vacuum chamber.
The specs say between 70 and 80 degrees is the best mixing temperature. If this thing flash cures at 75 degrees, it's gonna make me mad. We're gonna go ahead and stick it in the vacuum chamber. You can see the bubbles in there, but I don't know. We're gonna find out about this vacuum chamber situation.
Okay, I'm gonna bring it up to vacuum pressure, and we're gonna watch the bubbles pop.
I don't know, I don't like what I'm seeing, but the bubbles don't seem to be moving very fast. But we'll give it the full 3 minutes to see how it goes.
Temperature of the resin in the vacuum chamber is holding at 67.8, so that at least it's not overheating and flash curing. That's cool. I'm gonna take the lid off and torch the bubbles, and then I'm gonna give it a second round. Holy carp, when I released the vacuum pressure, the bubbles all died. Well, maybe that was the key right there. I'm just gonna pour a simple sphere, and I want to be able to see how it looks after using all these techniques. Pouring it from this high goes against my rules and regulations because it could introduce bubbles. But the way this mold is made, there's not a whole lot you can do about it. So we're gonna see what we can do. All I can say is fingers crossed. We'll see how this goes. We're gonna let that do its thing. Can't really torch a whole lot because it's got a tiny little hole at the top. All right, I'll let you know tomorrow when it's done curing.